Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Diane and my passion is painting and creating nature-inspired watercolours in my studio, which are easy for you to do too. I share all my paintings with you on YouTube, and on our website dianeantone.com you can find free downloadable sketches for all the videos to help you make the most of your painting journey. And if you'd like a little bit more, we also have channel memberships with loads of perks for you to enjoy. So welcome on board. Click subscribe and turn on notifications, and let's learn to paint watercolour. Hi everyone, I've got another Christmas card for you today. I know everyone's getting down to it now and cracking on with all those Christmas cards. So I want to give you a bit of a hand with that. Now this is a painting I did a while ago. This was a tutorial which was fun to do, I must admit. And I was thinking, what can I do today to make this a bit more Christmassy? These are the different ideas for the sheep that we had before. And so I was thinking, okay, I have a thought. It's only taken me 3 days to come up with this. It usually takes me about 3 days of thinking before I finally decide what I'm going to do for these tutorials. I go through 100 different ideas and I try out several different things, which maybe I'll come back to and maybe I won't. But anyway, so what I'm going to do today is the following. I've got my Kuretake set of paints here, which I think will be perfect for this little project, just because they're very clean and they're not very clean actually, they're quite dirty, aren't they? But you know what I mean. They're all starting to shrink away from the edges. Don't worry about that. It won't make any difference to the quality of them, but they are all starting to shrink, but it doesn't seem to affect anything. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. So, yeah, they're good. They dry the same colour as they are when you put them on, pretty much. I'm going to use and you could use any paints, by the way. You don't have to use these ones. If you happen to have them, brilliant. If you don't use anything, doesn't matter. I've got a piece of hot-pressed Fabriano Classico, I think this is. Fabriano hot-press paper. Hot-pressed because it's much easier to draw on when you're using a pen than cold press. Cold-pressed paper tends to be a bit rough. And for this, I think this will be fine. So this is 11 inches wide. I've drawn a line to divide it, and I'm going to fold it in half to make a Christmas card, which will be 5.5 inches wide by 7 inches, is it? 7.5 inches high, 5 inches wide, 5.5 inches wide. Any size will do. This is just what I happen to have. It seems like a big enough size to be able to draw on with comfort for the number of things that are going to be on here, but not too huge. So I've got a Pigma Micron pen here. This is a 0.2 size nib, not too thick, not too heavy. And I'm just literally, you can get the sketch for this from the website for free if you don't feel like sketching it yourself. And I'm just going to literally outline the tree that's going to be behind my sheep. And then I'm going to paint that in a sec. So then we're going to draw the sheep before we paint them this time. So I'm going to do an oval for the head, 2 long extended ovals for the ears. Then the eyes on a sheep are always very close to the top of the head. And then the best way to do the face of a sheep to make it look cute is just 2, I'll show you again in a sec, just 2 sort of U shapes. And then we're just going to give them 2 legs, because if you put 4 legs in, it seems to be a painting all about legs. So we'll put another oval. It's just an oval. It doesn't have to be regular, doesn't have to be perfect. Just whatever you think. She's having a good look at her. And 2 ears and some curly hair on top. Then the nose is like that. Then the mouth is like that. So my sheep don't look quite like that, but not far off. And then we just start the fleece right at the top, just under the ears. Has to be really high up, otherwise they look like goats. And then this one, maybe she's got her head turned a little to the left a little bit. So we'll have an eye there and an eye there, and she's saying, oh my God, what is it with those two? She's got her ears and her curly top. And you can have fun with these, do whatever floats your boat. Okay, then we've got their little legs like that. She looks a bit cross, but we'll give her some eyelashes so she won't look cross anymore. Adjust the shape of her eyeballs and things. She can have some eyelashes too. And this one as well. There we go. And I'm going to put some scarves on these. So she's going to have a nice woolly scarf around her neck like that, hanging down in front. And this one's going to have something similar, but the knot is going to be at the side like that. And she's going to have her fringe hanging down there. And this one is wearing, she's got a cowl on because she's fashionable, this one. Don't forget their knees. There we are. And so then we just stand them on the ground a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and paint them. We'll start with the tree. Get that out of the way because we want to put some decorations on that at the end. So we'll just pick up, and I'm going to use this colour here, which is called forest green, which seems appropriate. So I'm going to use that for the tree and just test that out to make sure that's not too heavy. And we'll just pop that in, and I'm going to keep the edges overlapping my line. I don't want to stick inside the lines. We're just going to keep it nice and loose. Working quickly, and we keep it so that it's lighter on one side than on the other, just because it looks better. And just use your brush to indicate the direction of the branches. You don't need to do much more than that because we will be painting over it a little bit with the decoration. So we just make it nice and light like that. And then the next thing to do is to paint the sheep, and you can do it whatever way you like, but I think probably I'm going to paint their bodies first. And I'm thinking of keeping the bodies neutral. I've got this colour here, which is this is the beauty of the Kuretake set. It has all these nice colours already mixed up for you. So although you can mix them from your ordinary set if you've got a set of other paints, this is a big time saver. So it's a really big time saver for me. But you're probably not in quite such a rush as I am. Well, I'm not really in a rush. Anyway, so I'm going to do them in sort of neutrally pinkish kinds of shades. This one's going to be slightly different. So like that. And then maybe the one on the end, what are we going to do? We'll give her sort of a little bit more creamy colour. Like that. Don't worry about going over the lines. Like I said, she's supposed to be slightly pinker. She's slightly beiger. Her ears. I'm not going to give these ones horns, but we will give them some legs. So my sheep have mostly black legs, so we'll just give them some grey because we're doing this in a sort of pastel shades, aren't we? Apparently, as it looks like. You never know quite what's going to happen when you start painting. And just put a little bit of shadow on the ground underneath them. So we'll call that snow. And then, right, what do we need to do next? The scarves. Scarves next, but yes. Now, what colour shall we do the scarves? This is a good question. I'm going to give I'm going to give this one, what am I going to give her? I'm going to give her pink spots. Or sort of something that might look like it was flowers on her scarf. You can do whatever you like. Or maybe I'll just colour it in and it'll just have some texture like that. Looks warmer that way, doesn't it? Yeah, and this one here on the left, what should we do with her? Should we stick with the same sort of colour? I don't know, it's really hard. Maybe a bit pinker. Very difficult to decide, actually. And maybe this one will be a bit darker. I don't know. There we go. Okay, so then on the Christmas tree, first of all, I think we need my pencil. I think that's dry, yeah. It's not a pencil. And we just put some more, just a little tiny bit of texture in there for the shape of the tree. And, oh yes, I forgot something. Little pink cheeks on the sheeps. And we need to put some decoration on these here sheep. And I was thinking, what was I thinking? There's different things you could do. You could do them in gold. Do you think gold would be nice? Perhaps what we'll do is we'll give this one some of these. I quite liked this when I did this last time. These little, I think that looks quite stylish. I don't want them to look too tacky because they're quite fashion conscious sheep, these ones. And there we are, so that's okay, isn't it? We put a little bit of gold hair. And this one, I sort of want to do snowflakes, but I think snowflakes are probably a little bit too complicated, so maybe should we do little white stars or something like that? Something subtle. There we are. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to put just a few dots on her scarf. Yeah. And this one on the end here, she's going to have hearts. Just a few. There we are. And now we need to decorate the tree. So we just put some gold balls on there, shall we? Not too many. Just a few, and then we need a star on top. So there we are. One sheep Christmas card, and we can have a look at that a bit more closely and see what you think. I think there's lots of variations there. Here are my practice ones that I did earlier, different ideas, different ways of doing it until I finally came up with what I actually wanted to do. So fold that in half. I'll do that in a minute, and it's ready to go. You could write a nice message up here. If you wanted to, you could, of course, put a bit of spatter on there, some gold spatter or something like that for snow, whatever. Otherwise, I think that's fine. And yeah, have fun with that one. I think you'll enjoy it. Make it yours, and I look forward to seeing them on Facebook. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe even consider joining Patreon to support us, because we do need your support in these times. And, you know, YouTube doesn't pay us for doing this, and we don't have any support from anyone else. So we depend on you if we're going to carry on doing this. We do depend on your support. So I'll say bye-bye for now and see you again soon. So bye, everybody. Bye-bye.